On September 11th, 2001, a terrorist organization hijacked 4 planes, flying 1 into the Pentagon, 2 into the Twin Towers, and 1 crashed into an open field. On that day, America watched as 2,971 people perished. Terrorism has been feared for many centuries. The first act of terrorism happened in the Revolutionary War and was called the Reign of Terror. There's many definitions of terrorism, but it all comes down to this. It's a wide variety of criminal activity that is made to intimidate or to instill fear onto the populace. And usually when this terrorist act happens, it's because of a political and religious reason. There is many forms of terrorism, but the most feared is bioterrorism. The reason why bioterrorism is the most feared is because it can be used in many different ways. The Center of Disease Prevention and Control explains it like this. It's the intentional release of bacteria virus to kill, sicken people, animals, and crops. The biggest terrorist attack that happened in the US that used chemicals was in 1985 and made 751 people sick. There's many chemicals that make up bioterrorism and can be used as a weapon. But there is one chemical that remains the most dangerous, and that's anthrax. Anthrax can kill within 24 hours. And this is the reason why it remains the most popular within the terrorist organizations. Gretchen Gavin, a journalist with Frontline, explains it like this. This disease produces a toxin that kills cells and then builds up fluid in the body and gets stuck in the tissues and kills the host. Anthrax will infest the population within 24 hours, and this is the reason why it's been marked the highest level of agent because of its potency. It still provides the biggest risk, if used, to become a mass casualty or devastating effect on our economy and poses a risk to our public health and safety. One of the biggest reasons why chemicals are most sought out is because it can be used in many different ways. It can be put in our food, water, and we would never know it. Anthrax can also be released into the air and be blown around or carried on our clothes. It only takes a small amount. According to the Mayo Clinic, if the anthrax is released in the air, it can be breathed in. Inhalation anthrax is the worst that somebody can get, because if it goes unnoticed, then they would never catch it until people started dying and getting sick. This is the reason why this chemical is so dangerous. Bioterrorism is gruesome and a deadly act of society, and the fact that they would use this chemical just because of political and religious beliefs and not think twice before releasing havoc on society just to prove their loyalty. To date, anthrax remains the most deadly and most sought out chemical by terrorist organizations.